Hello everyone. In this video, we'll be discussing about a question which is based on median of group data. Let's have a look at the question. The lengths of 40 leaves of a plant are measured correct to the nearest millimeter and the data obtained is represented in the following table. Find the median length of the leaves. Now we are given the length in millimeters which are represented in the form of class intervals, and the number of leaves here represents the frequencies. We are required to find the median length of the leaves. Now you may observe that the class intervals are not in the continuous form. So to make the class intervals in continuous form, we will add 0.5 to the upper limits and we will subtract 0.5 from the lower limits to make this data continuous. So let's find out the median length of the leaves. The given data is not having continuous class intervals, so we can observe that the difference between the two class intervals is 1. So we have to add and subtract 0.5 from the upper as well as the lower class limits. Now you may observe that earlier our class interval was 118 to 126. Here we have added 0.5 to the upper class limit and we have subtracted 0.5 from the lower class limit. Similarly, for all the class intervals, we have added 0.5 from the upper class limit and we have subtracted 0.5 from the lower class limit to make this data continuous. And we were given about the number of leaves which represents the frequencies. And we also know that the total number of leaves is 40. Now our work is to find the cumulative frequency first. So the cumulative frequency for the class interval 117.5 to 126.5 would be 3. The cumulative frequency for the class interval 126.5 to 135.5 would be 3 plus 5, which gives us 8. And the cumulative frequency for the class interval 135.5 to 144.5 is 8 plus 9, which gives us 17. Similarly, we can find out the cumulative frequency for the rest of the class intervals. Now let's find out the median class as well as the values of L, CF, F and H. Now from the table, we know that n is equals to 40. But to find out the median class, we require the value of n by 2. So n by 2 is given by 40 by 2, which is 20. Now the cumulative frequency just greater than 20 is 29 and it belongs to the class interval 144.5 to 153.5. So we can say that this is our median class. Now L stands for the lower limit of the median class. If our median class is 144.5 to 153.5, then L is equals to 144.5. CF represents the cumulative frequency of the class preceding the median class, and this is our median class. So the class preceding our median class is 135.5 to 144.5. So the cumulative frequency of this class interval would be 17. Now F represents the frequency of the median class, which is 12 in our case. H represents the class size, which is 9 in our case. The class size represents the difference between the upper limits as well as the lower limits of the class intervals. And the class size remains same for all the class intervals. So let's find out the median now. Median is given by the formula L plus n by 2 minus CF divided by F into H. By putting all the values, we get median as 144.5 plus 2.25, which gives us 146.75. Therefore, the median length of the leaves is 146.75 millimeters. So in this lesson, we have learned that median is given by the formula L plus n by 2 minus CF divided by F into H. Thank you so much for watching.